Risk, a four-letter word that can terrify some and invigorate others. In the arts, it's the lifeblood of creativity. Risk-taking is not just an option for artists, it's a necessity, a driving force that propels the creative process. This daring approach to creation has been the catalyst for some of the most influential movements and works of art in history. Consider Pablo Picasso, the Spanish painter and sculptor known for co-founding the Cubist movement. Picasso, a master of form, color, and composition, was never content to rest on his laurels. Instead, he constantly pushed the boundaries of what art could be, experimenting with different styles and techniques throughout his career. He took risks, many of which were met with criticism and misunderstanding at the time. But Picasso wasn't deterred. He embraced the uncertainty, the possibility of failure, because he understood that it was an integral part of the creative process. Or take Salvador Dali, the renowned surrealist artist. His work, characterized by dreamlike, bizarre images, challenged conventional ideas of reality. Dali's willingness to venture into the unknown, to explore the depths of his subconscious mind and translate it into art, was a risk. But it was a risk that paid off, leading to some of the most iconic and thought-provoking pieces of the 20th century. These examples, drawn from the annals of art history, demonstrate the importance of risk-taking in the arts. They show us that artists, by their very nature, are risk-takers. They are the pioneers, the innovators, the boundary pushers. They dare to see the world differently, to express their unique perspectives and challenge the status quo. This isn't to say that taking risks is easy. Far from it. It requires courage, resilience, and a willingness to fail. But as these artists have shown us, the rewards can be immense. As Picasso once said, every act of creation is first an act of destruction. Now let's delve deeper into this intriguing world of risk-taking in the arts. The path of creativity is not a straight line, but a winding journey filled with twists and turns. It's a journey that requires a certain bravery, a certain audacity to venture into the unknown, to embrace uncertainty. When we consider the world of art and creativity, uncertainty is not just a factor, it's the very essence of the process. It's the blank canvas, the empty stage, the unwritten song. It's the moment before the idea sparks, the silence before the applause. Let's take a moment to consider the renowned street artist Banksy. This elusive figure thrives in the realm of the unknown, creating art in unexpected places, pushing boundaries and norms. Banksy's work is a testament to the power of embracing uncertainty. With each new piece, there's a risk of discovery, a risk of misunderstanding, a risk that the art won't resonate. And yet this artist continues to create, to push boundaries, to take risks. In a documentary about Banksy's works, the artist was quoted as saying, "I could be anyone. I could be the person you passed on the street, the man sitting next to you on the bus." This statement not only underscores the uncertainty of Banksy's identity, but also the unpredictability of where and when new art will appear. Similarly, in interviews with other artists, we often hear about the pivotal role of uncertainty in their work. They speak of the thrill of not knowing where a brushstroke will lead, how a character will develop, or what a final piece will look like. Uncertainty, then, is not something to be feared or avoided. Rather, it's a crucial component of the creative process. It's a space where magic happens, where ordinary becomes extraordinary, where constraints are shattered, and new possibilities emerge. So when it comes to creativity, the road less traveled often leads to the most intriguing destinations. Embrace the uncertainty, embrace the risks, and you may just find yourself creating something truly remarkable. Taking risks in art isn't just about pushing boundaries, it's about discovering new perspectives and possibilities. Let's delve into the rewards of risk-taking, where the courage to venture into the unfamiliar can lead to innovation, self-discovery, and personal growth. Think about it. When artists dare to venture outside their comfort zones, they open doors to innovation. They challenge the status quo, introducing the world to new genres, styles, and forms. It's like stepping into unexplored territories and bringing back treasures of creativity that were hitherto unknown. Take, for instance, the Serbian performance artist Marina Abramović. Her daring explorations in the realm of performance art have pushed the boundaries of what is considered art. She has used her body and mind as her canvas, creating thought-provoking works that challenge the viewer's perception of art and reality. Through her risk-taking, Abramovich has not only innovated but also influenced the course of contemporary art. Risk-taking can also be a journey of self-discovery. It's about artists finding their unique voice, their individual style that sets them apart. When artists take risks, they learn more about themselves, their capabilities, and their limitations. They get to explore their deepest thoughts, emotions, and ideas, and express them in ways they never thought possible. And then, there's personal growth. As artists take risks, they evolve. They grow not just as artists, but also as individuals. They learn to face their fears, to handle criticism, to persist in the face of failure. They become more resilient, more confident, more courageous. They learn to trust their instincts, to believe in their vision, and to stay true to their art, no matter what. In the words of Abramovich, art must be life. It must belong to everybody. And sometimes it's the risks we take that make art come alive. So let's celebrate the risk takers in art, those brave souls who dare to push boundaries, to venture into the unknown, and to make art that truly comes alive. How do we, as artists and creatives, cultivate the courage to take risks? To start, we need to embrace failure. It's not just a cliché, it's a fundamental truth. As the esteemed author J.K. Rowling once said, "It is impossible to live without failing at something unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case, you fail by default." So, let's not be afraid to fail. Let's be afraid not to try. Next, seek out new experiences. Broaden your horizons, step out of your comfort zones. As the saying goes, the only way to grow is to go beyond what you already know. An enriching life experience can lead to the birth of a groundbreaking masterpiece. So go out there, explore, experience, experiment. As motivational author Neil Donald Walsh said, life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Thirdly, challenge the status quo. It's comfortable to follow the crowd, to stick with what's been done before. But is comfort the mistress of creativity? Certainly not. As Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, once said, innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. So, dare to be different, dare to innovate, dare to be a leader. Furthermore, don't be afraid to express yourself. Your unique voice is your greatest asset. As the great American dancer and choreographer Martha Graham once said, "There is only one of you in all of time. This expression is unique, and if you block it, it will never exist through any other medium, and it will be lost." So, let your unique voice be heard. Let it echo in the halls of creativity. Finally, surround yourself with risk takers. As the famous motivational speaker Jim Rohn once said, "You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." So if you want to be a risk taker, spend time with risk takers. Remember, creativity takes courage. Henry Matisse. In a world that's constantly changing, the ability to take risks is more important than ever. The future of art, much like the future of anything else, is an unwritten book, a blank canvas waiting for the imaginative strokes of the daring and the brave. Art has always been a mirror of society, reflecting our fears, desires, and aspirations. As we look ahead, we see the potential for art to continue to evolve and push boundaries. Art in the future will not only reflect our times, but also anticipate and shape them. It will challenge conventions, question norms, and invite us to see the world through new lenses. Art critics and futurists predict that art will continue to break free from traditional mediums, blending with technology to create immersive, interactive experiences. The digital realm will become a new frontier for artistic expression. Virtual reality, augmented reality, artificial intelligence. These will stop being buzzwords and start becoming the tools of the new age artist. Art will also become more inclusive and diverse, as artists from previously marginalized communities find their voices and share their unique perspectives. The art world will no longer be a closed circle, accessible only to a select few. Art will be democratized, bringing together people from different cultures, backgrounds, and experiences. The willingness to take risks will be the driving force behind these changes. It will be the artists who challenge the status quo, who dare to experiment with new forms and mediums, who are not afraid to fail, who will shape the future of art. They will be the pioneers, the trailblazers, the risk-takers. But remember, risk-taking is not just about being different for the sake of being different. It's about exploring new frontiers, pushing your limits, and not being afraid to make mistakes. It's about making a statement, starting a conversation, and challenging perceptions. As we stand on the brink of a new artistic era, one thing is clear. Those who dare to take risks will be the ones shaping the future of art.